Great day to be alive. Today, of all days, I was late as fuck. Talking about I got to Detroit like around 11:20. Nah, probably a little less than that. I was drinking my coffee around that time. But the point is, I'm usually on point. But today, your boy laid down for a little bit. Asked me if I remember what happened next. Other than I woke up and I said, holy shit, I'm supposed to be in that hill. Dip. So I dip. I get to the truck. Late as hell. Gotta call pending. Stop. Get my coffee. Start heading over to the customer to get. Well, I call them and let them know. And they're saying I text them initially, and they said they ain't reply, so I gave them a call. And she was like, "We were expecting this tomorrow." Blah 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 blah. So it's cool with me. I'll come back tomorrow, bitch. Got time for your shit. But I'm glad I called, because if not, I would have went way the fuck out there. That shit was like 30 fucking minutes away. You know what it would have been if it go 30 minutes away? I'd yank that bitch with no keys and nothing. If it was accessible, I'd have yanked it with no keys. But that's what it is. Drink a coffee. Usually they don't put sugar. Apparently this guy does. This person that made my coffee. Usually it's a random employee at Wawa, but this person specifically, they put sugar. I wasn't expecting it. It's been a while since somebody added sugar to it, so I wasn't expecting it, and I added some myself. God damn, I killed it. Everything about this morning has been funny. I'm just gonna say funny. It's gonna sound grateful, but overall, god damn. But it is what it is. You know, we just gotta keep pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? That's all we can do. Well, there's more. That saying is played out and it's old. Because there is more that we can do than just, passively wait. In fact, that's a guarantee. That ain't shit gonna change if we just passively wait. But fuck, man. Like they say, the things that we can control is our attitude and what we do, our day to day. Outside of that, there's not much that we have control over. So our day to day actions, what we decide to do every day, and our attitude behind how we do it. And I'll tell you what, my attitude has not been on point for the last, I would say, I don't know, man. I really been trying to stay positive, and I can't really blame this truck. I gotta blame myself, because realistically, I should have been valuable enough to someone, myself, the economy, to where I have options and I'm being compensated way more by choice of what I'm doing, which, again, I'm super grateful for what I do. I'm stressing this truck, man. I'm stressed the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? This shit, it's a bumpy motherfucking ride every day. Think about the amount of hours that I put in this bitch. And my eyes twitching. There's just signs. I got signals in my body that are telling me, bruh. You know what I mean? This is me. The words may sound like
red light, camera ahead,
which is true. There's people that have been doing this for years, and they just gotta keep rolling. They've been doing it for years, and they got nothing else, and they're gonna continue, which is cool. But god damn, man, this shit is rough. You know what I'm saying? This shit is rough, and I think I got images. I get mad as fuck, bro. Like this, like I think, and there's nothing against if you do he got nothing to do with it. If I was new and somebody gave me a new truck, shit, I'd be happy as hell too. But ever since like I had that shit happen, ever since I seen that, it's been tough, man. It's been real tough for me to just act like, you know what I'm saying, like I ain't been coming to work every goddamn day for the last, I don't even know how long, but, and it's not about that. That was part of the agreement, you know what I'm saying? But goddamn, bro, like I really thought, I don't know, I really thought I was doing a decent job at what I did, you know what I'm saying? For the most part, not over exceeding, but I was doing what I had to do. And ever since I can't even get over that shit. Ever since I seen you do, man, you do. I don't even think you got experience trucking or towing, but that's not Raz. Like that's not to say you need it or it's a requirement or you know what I'm saying. He probably way better than me at this shit, so it's not even about that. The fact is, man, I can't in my mind, I cannot justify. There's nothing in my head that says that makes sense. I try to rationalize it. I try to think it through. I was like, yo, like maybe I fucked up with driving. Maybe I just, maybe I'm just, I don't know. I really try to make a reason for it. And one thing I come up with is, I don't know. I really have no idea. But my solution to it is, they're not obligated to do anything for me other than what we agreed upon, and that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I do what I do. I'll do that shit in my own pickup truck if I had to. Not really, okay. But what I'm saying is, I'll stick to what I'll just stick to this. But yeah, that's something that for sure made me frustrated as hell. Seeing it up close as well, it was like, it's kind of funny, but it's like that feeling. You ever get cheated on? I hate to describe it like that, but that's the level of fuckery that, to me, that's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I feel. It's like, and I'm being a stupid ass simp, if you will, by sticking around. Like, just you know what I'm saying? And I'm typically a grateful person. I'm usually grateful as shit, and I am still grateful to the life of me. I can't really understand how somebody, nice truck. I'm talking about beast of a fucking truck. Beast of a fucking truck. Clean, all levels. Clean. And don't get it twisted. After I think the only reason I'm getting a new truck, to be real, I think it's because other people like mentioned something to keep it stacked. I don't even think they recognized what was happening, bro. Like, I think it was other people that said, whoa, what the fuck? I don't even think they noticed. I don't think they noticed anything. I think it was somebody else that mentioned it. But yeah, like, again, it's not. I just want people to be clear. You know what I'm saying? You no matter how much you internally, I still recommend you care and you do the best you can with whoever you work for. You give it your all, because the lesson I learned years ago was how you leave any place is how you enter your new home, right? So how you leave or exit a job or whatnot is how you're gonna enter that new business opportunity, that new job, whatever it is that you left. It's gonna be how you enter the new field that you're in. So when I started learning that, I didn't always operate under that, and I'm sure I fucked up still even after knowing it, but overall, just keep that shit in mind, right? So when you leave a place, even if you know you're doing good, try to keep things right, because you never know when you're going to be that business owner and you're in a position where somebody leaves you and they're going to have a choice to leave you on some fuck boy note, or they're going to leave you on a good note. And I think a lot of that has to do with how you handle your shit when you're in those situations. So I don't know when it was in my journey, but there was somewhere in my journey where I realized I ain't trying to leave anybody the way that I've left. So I stopped just saying fuck it to things, and I was a little more thoughtful about my exits. So my track record has improved since I've made that choice. Before it was more just fuck that. You tried me, I'm out of here. Fuck out of here. Be fucked up. Now I'm willing to get punched in the face a couple times. A lot. To where my eye twitches throughout the day, man. I'm on some high level stressed out shit. Like, but I'm grateful. I'd rather communicate it. I thought about this as well because I listened to a lot of my previous recordings. I have them and I still release them. I got dozens coming out. In fact, I'm gonna start a new video, but on 12. But the point is that as I release these videos, I watch them, just as a filter. There's some, rarely, but there's some that I'm like, maybe I'm not gonna release that one yet. But overall, I don't really mind. And the thing is that I notice is, I see myself from another point of view, man. And one thing is to complain about that's what I'm doing, and complaining about doing this, but for me it's a great way to handle it. It's not the solution, but it's like a poor man's way to pretty much help mitigate problems. You know what I'm saying? Like in the street racing world, we have what's called the poor man's type R, and in the trading realm, in the financial market, we have what's called the poor man's covered call. And all this stuff is, like a poor man's type R is essentially a GSR with a B16 head. So it's essentially a block of a GSR with a different head, high compression head. And supposedly that combination itself kind of meets the spec for what a type R, or sometimes even better than what a type R would run. But it's called a poor man's type R because instead of buying the full, the official JDM or the original type R, you just put one together, right? You just kind of make one happen with the B16 GSR, make the best of what you have, and then you ride. In the stock market, there's also covered call. Covered call is more expensive than a poor man's covered call. The poor man's covered call deals with a put option and also a call, I believe. I forgot the structure on it. It's not one that I've applied often, but the point is that the opposite of a poor man's covered call is fairly expensive. You actually have to own the 100 shares plus of the stock, and then you start selling calls. But with the poor man's covered call, you can do a covered call without owning the 100 shares. Why do I share this? It's because, like, I forgot. But yeah. But my eyes twitching, so I know I need to get some rest. Hopefully within the next week or two, I should be able to have 4 days straight of just resting. That should help me drastically. Just kind of lay down. For the first 2 days, I'll probably just lay down like a fucking fat cow and not do a thing. And then after, I'll get up, I'll probably hop on my bike or take a jog or some shit. But right now, I'm to the point where I don't want to do an absolute thing. And that's not where I want to be. From a mental point of view, it's not healthy. So, yeah. So we're gonna let this day ride out. Do the best we can to just stay positive. Yeah. Let it happen. Keep growing, keep developing. Let's go.